Men don't want women that's just gonna just do ratchet things every time something happen and they react and they ready to grab Vaseline.
They got your
and get
earrings.
earrings and all. No, we want
Yeah.
somebody that.
Hey girl, thanks for coming back to my channel. But if you are new here, welcome. I am Nicole, and today I am joined by my husband Al again.
Salute.
So we have the what in the world?
What you mean? What in the world? Salute.
Okay, salute then.
Yeah.
So not only is Al a my husband of almost 5 years, but he is a licensed clinical social worker. So he brings not only the male perspective, but also a therapist or a counselor perspective. So today we're going to continue for part 2 of what men want in a woman or a wife. So if you did not get a chance to check out the first part, I'll link it here and then in the description box below. It doesn't really matter which one you watch first. They're not sequential, so it doesn't matter. All right, so let's jump right in. What would you say is the first thing that a man wants in a wife?
Well, I would say, you know, if a guy get married and he wants to have kids, which most men do, I would think, you know, he wants a woman that's maternal. Okay, he wants somebody with motherly qualities. You know, somebody who's affectionate, somebody who's patient, somebody who is selfless. You know, thinks of others first, because those are the type of qualities you got to have if you're gonna raise children. So I think being motherly is definitely a quality a guys look for in a wife.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so what else would you add to the list?
I say, I know, just from, you know, dealing with guys in general and seeing other guys date women and being married, things like that. Men want women that are tactful. You know, if you're talking about somebody that you're gonna settle down with and make your wife, you know, men want women that are tactful. You know what I mean? You know, people that are gonna act like they got class. Okay, you know, men don't want women that's just gonna just do ratchet things every time something happen and they react and they ready to grab Vaseline.
They got your earrings.
and get earrings and all. No, we want
Yeah.
somebody that can deal with things with tact. You know, you get upset with the teacher at the PTA meeting or at the school or whatever. You know, it's a way to deal with things. You get upset with somebody on your job, in the streets. Well, you know, be tactful, have poise in the way you deal with things. That's all.
I agree. Even the most ghetto guy, the most tactless guy, definitely wants someone who is gonna have some class, some, you know, je ne sais quoi. All right, what's next on the list?
I would say one top trait I think, you know, a lot of guys would appreciate in a spouse and look for in a wife is somebody that is resourceful. Okay, it's too many, you know, it's a lot of women out here that are resourceful, but then too, you know, it's a lot of women that they kind of like leave a lot of stuff up to their man, you know, when it comes to just dealing with stuff. Yeah, it pays to be resourceful. You know, men want women that are resourceful. They know how to go and get things on their own, or know if they can't get it, they know how to go find someone. They know how to get it, or they can go and talk to somebody, and they can, you know, make things happen. It pays, because if you a guy and you're always the one having to come up with, you know, in terms of being resourceful, you always want him to come up with ideas and things like that. Then what if something happened to you and you out of the picture now, y'all got a kid, okay? Now what is your wife gonna do? Is she gonna be relying on somebody else? So yeah, it pays to be resourceful and to have know-how and mother with, and, you know, be able to do things for yourself. So
I think though that being resourceful can be a tricky situation, because for me, like, I feel like, yes, I want to be resourceful, but I am very old fashioned, and so some of those gender roles, like if it's something with the car, I will try to take a back seat. So you definitely need to be able to do it, but also it is nice to be able to just to kind of sit back and take the back seat on certain things. So I will say that just to put that out there.
I agree. It's fine to have somebody to do things for you, and that's great. Especially when it comes to certain things, you right. Old school, like male handle this, female handle that, and that's cool. But at the same time, you know, it pays to have a backup plan and to have alternative options. So yeah, be resourceful.
I agree. Okay, so the next one on the list, what would you say?
I think one of the things that I talked about once with some guys when we was talking about settling out and what type of things we look for in women. A lot of guys say they like women who have confidence and self-assurance. I think that's a big deal. Be confident in whatever you do, whatever you tackle in life. Don't approach things with doubt, and definitely don't be the type of person that go back and forth, be on the fence about things. Have confidence in yourself. Whatever you decide to do in life, no matter what it is, job related to your kids, your personal life, friends, whatever. Have confidence in your capabilities. It's a big deal.
I agree. Definitely have confidence in your capabilities, and then but also have self-esteem in yourself. And I always preach self-confidence, but self-confidence, self-esteem, sometimes they can be used interchangeably. They're not necessarily the same thing. But self-esteem, self-confidence, always should be worked on. In fact, I have a playlist listed right here of plenty of videos that you can watch that include affirmations and tactical things, practical things that you can do to improve your self-confidence. All right, do you have another one?
One other trait I think that everybody knows and everybody would agree on, men and women, is men want a woman that's smart, okay, intelligent, okay. We want someone that is sharp, okay. And what that means is, you don't have to have a PhD and necessarily have all the book sense in the world and all the accolades behind it, but be a self-taught person. Be a person that's willing to learn. That's what really makes a person intelligent. Oh, by the way, okay. The fact that you can keep on learning new things. All right, that's the sign of true intellect. And men like that. So be a woman that's if you're smart, you're educated. Be proud of that. Stand on that. And operate in that manner. Operate like you're an educated person. Being smart means more than just having a lot of degrees or whatever. It also means in your decision making. Okay, so guys like women that are smart, meaning that you can do things and you can always figure out a way to come out on top. All right, so being smart also means being a little slick. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right.
What do you mean being slick?
See, because it's slick people in the world, and you need to know when somebody else is being slick. Game recognized game. Like,
how important is a woman's finance for a man? Like when he's trying to find a wife, like is it important for a woman to have a lot of money? How important is a woman's finances?
I mean, honestly, I think that's gonna depend on the person. But I would say most guys. Unless the guy's a total bomb, I'm sure he's gonna want you to have some type of money. You know what I'm saying?
But he could be a bum and want you to have all the money.
Okay, well, hey, there you go. So if he's a bum, then you already know you should be messing with him. But I'm saying, like, if you a woman, you should have your stuff in order. A guy want to be in a relationship with somebody and settle down or something, then obviously it take money to build things with, to build a family, to build a house, to build a life together. You need money. So I think that's important. I don't think a guy would be like, if you make more money than you, he wouldn't date you. I don't think it's like that. But to some guys, depending on the culture, they may depending on how they was brought up, they may feel like that. But I think more importantly, a guy not the average guy probably not so much concerned with what you're earning, but if you're trying to do something for yourself and you just not looking for a guy to save you, and you just want somebody to take care of you, you know, unless you meet somebody and that's the agreement y'all have. But other than that, most guys nowadays, millennial guys, gonna want somebody that can help them. They're gonna want a life partner that can help them. Even if they're making 6 figures, they want somebody that either making that or close to it, because again, if something happened to them and they can't make that no more, then they need somebody to be able to pick up the slack. If you working at Wendy's, you can't pick up that slack. So that's just the way it goes. And, you know, it'll always be like that.
Yeah. Okay, I just wanted to get your opinion on that one. Please like this video. It really does support my channel. Also subscribe. And as always, let's elevate our lives together. Later.
Ciao. You can leave that ciao part out though. That's funny.
I'm gonna leave it in.
They be like, ciao.